Global Times, 22nd of August 2022. The Indian foreign minister was criticized for blaming China for the border dispute since India, not China, had disregarded and violated bilateral agreements. Chinese analysts warned that Indian External Affairs Minister Subrahmanyam Jaishankar's recent comments blaming China for the current border dispute between China and India could hurt mutual trust and slow the growth of relations between the two countries. They said India, not China, had broken the bilateral agreements and moved into China's land. Sunday, Jaishankar spoke at an event in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Right now is tough, mostly because we have agreements with China from the 1990s that say we can't send many troops to the border area. They haven't cared about that. What happened in the Galway Valley is well known to you, Indian media Ian said. That problem hasn't been fixed yet, and it's clear that it's putting a cloud over things, he said. Since the last China-India Corps commander-level meeting on July 17, Chinese analysts said that the border area between the two countries has been calm and stable and that India has broken the two agreements that the two countries signed in the 1990s big way. In 1993 and 1996, China and India signed an agreement about the border issue. They took the agreement on the maintenance of peace and tranquility along the line of actual control, LAC, in the China-India border areas, signed in 1993, as an example. In the last 20 years, India has often crossed the LAC and moved into China's territory, not just in Doklam but also in the Pangong Lake area and the Galway Valley. This is a severe violation of the agreement that no activities on either side should cross the LAC, Zhang Yuangpan, a research fellow at the Institute of Chinese Borderland Studies under the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, told the Global Times on Monday. In the 1993 agreement, each side agreed to have as few military forces as possible in the areas along the LAC. Zhang said India had quickly built up its military power along the LAC since the end of the 20th century. In contrast, China has not sent many military troops to the area because it wants to keep good relations. Both the 1993 and 1996 agreements said that neither side could use or threaten to use force against the other in any way. However, in September 2020, Indian troops crossed the line of actual control, LAC, at the western part of the China-India border near the southern bank of Pangong Lake and fired warning shots at Chinese Border Defense Patrol members, which was a very bad thing to do. This again showed how badly India broke the agreements, Zhang said. Who is the liar? Since 1993, who has ignored and broken the pacts? India, not China, is the correct answer, Zhang said. Qian Feng, in charge of research at the National Strategy Institute of Tsinghua University in Beijing, told the Global Times on Monday that Jaishankar's recent comments seem to ignore the facts. If he keeps saying things like that, it won't help the development of bilateral relations. Jaishankar told PTI on Thursday that the relationship between the two countries is going through a very hard time because of what China did at the border. Qian said it's essential for China and India to work together to solve global problems in a complicated world and that the border issue shouldn't get in the way of their relationship. Since the 16th round of the China-India Corps commander-level meeting in July, China and India have made much progress on the border issue. Zhang said that the area near the border is stable and that military and diplomatic talks between the two sides are going pretty well. A joint press release from China's defense ministry says that during the July 17 meeting, the two sides agreed to stay in close contact, keep talking through military and diplomatic channels, and find a solution to the remaining issues as soon as possible acceptable to both sides. Qian said that the standoff between the two sides has calmed down. He said that only areas near regions like Dianzhou and Xizang are still in stalemate. Zhang said that the stable and peaceful border area has also helped to speed up economic and social growth on China's border. In July, Zhang went to Zonda County in southwest China's Xizang Autonomous Region. There, he saw new houses and roads and many tourists. Zhang said the Galway Valley conflict did not affect him when he went to the Aksai-Chin region in July in northwest China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. This area is very popular with tourists.